Dun-dun-dun. Hello. What's up, cunts? It's me. Wait, okay. Let me just... Oh my god. Alright. There we go. Hello Louis, afternoon. How's it going? Let me just... Ignore this. I don't know why that's still there. Alrighty. Steam. Do 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 do. Everything good? Just want to say hi, hello, hello indeed. Hello. Good afternoon indeed. Oh Jesus. Alright, let me just get this all public. Oh. Hey, sorry. Alright. Oh god. Do 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 do. Alright, chat is open. And we're good to go. Oh, I need my headphones. Oh crap. Oh, also, I noticed last time my reaction time seemed to be quite late on a lot of the like when I laughed or something last time. It sort of came out a bit late because I don't know. It's not in. It's like out of sync, I guess, with the gameplay. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna react out of time to this stupid computer. Basically. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh god. Right, we're on the good bit. Finally get to the good parts of the game. Or the very good bits, so that'll be fun. should put this on WhatsApp. I'll put it on WhatsApp. No, I won't. It's alright. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just check this is all working. No, I won't. It's alright. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just check this is all working. It's a bit quiet. Could have been a little bit louder. This is the... Yeah. Just take it a little bit. Might be a bit better. I feel like I should put this on... Nah, it's fine. This is the... Might be a bit better. I think that was a bit loud.
I'm Megan Wolf. And I'm
Just a little bit more.
Our main headlines tonight.
Oh yeah. Possibly, yeah, I think that's alright.
Every single one of these a big Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Bruh.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Alright, let's just put my phone on charge.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you do that.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Alright. We've got to do some more reading bits. I think we do. Okay. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon in summer, with you and Sam making the most of both kids being out of the house. You head into the pantry, taking a moment to remember when it used to be your mother's room, but before coming out with the last 2 slices of homemade cake. It's rare for you and Sam to actually get to finish sweet things in this house, and you favour every mouthful. Just as you take your last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. Sorry, this is way too loud for me. That's better. I can't hear myself. Alright. It's rare for you and... Yeah, I've read that bit. Just as you take your last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. That'll be Charlie back from the Go-Getters. You can hear him practically running to come find you, and he's grinning from ear to ear when he finally does. I have some really big news. You and Sam play along, sitting attentively, with bated breath. Ready? Charlie asks, as you both nod enthusiastically. With a flourish, he reveals a new badge from his pocket, and proudly presents it to you both to examine as he announces, as of today, I'm a member of the first tier of Cohesion Cadets. There's way more stuff I'm going to be doing, and I'll be working some weekends, but it's really cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I actually can't look at the chat because my phone's on charge, so I'm just gonna have to keep checking it, I guess. I don't know. Just in case anyone does say anything. You've always had dinner as a family for the important events, and tonight is no exception. You've even invited Chris round as an olive branch, or Sam did, and that's why apparently it'll be the last time you're all going to be together for a while. So far, So far, you've managed to avoid fighting with Chris or Susie over politics, which Sam is no doubt grateful for. With her exams and your work, you've not seen much of Susie lately. Of course, Sam's glad Chris is there, but you're not sure what's worse, their company or the empty place at the table where your mother should be sitting with her ever-present mug of tea. So, Alex, I believe you have a few words? Sam pointedly asks, nodding towards Susan. Your daughter cocks an eyebrow with a quizzical expression, and you can't help but see a little of yourself in it. Ah, yes, of course. I want to get on the game, man. What's this about? Susie asks, laughing as she takes a drink of her champagne-adjacent sparkling wine. Sam made a point this afternoon that it was a big day and that you should all be celebrating her achievement. So, our little Susie. Come on out with it, Alex, we're waiting, Chris laughs, clinking glasses of Susie. Chris seems to be in good spirits at least, even if they're chiming in unhelpfully as usual. I feel so proud of you. Yeah, I'm just trying to congratulate him. Come on, Alex, it was just a joke, lighten up. Chris smiles at you, from behind their fifth glass of imitation champagne. Yes, today is about Susie, Sam starts. Let's not. But Sam, you should be grateful. If it wasn't for Alex, I wouldn't even be here. Any trace of the smile gone. Chris, grow up, this isn't about you. It's not about you, Chris. Oh, Susie's mischievous smile becomes a grin as she gets up, comes around the table and gives you a big hug. I'm going to miss you. You can see Sam start to tear up as they stand and join the embrace. Miss us? Are you going somewhere? Good question. Susan laughs, breaking the hug. No, you're not getting rid of me yet, but I'll have to leave when I get my first posting. Oh, hush now, let's not talk about that. Sam cuts her off, smiling. The rest of the evening passes as a happy blur. Even Chris behave themselves. Couldn't be prouder. Suppose. Wait. I can't see. Oh, never mind. You know what I'll probably do? I'm just gonna fake that. Shopping, something that has always seemed so tedious before the sanctions has become even more of a chore now. You managed to get almost everything you need for the family this evening, but you'll have to come back tomorrow to get through the week. There's a queue to leave the car park, though it's hard to make out why in the dark. Hopefully whatever's causing it won't be long. As the final car in front of you drives off, you realise the queue is actually due to a checkpoint set up at the exit. A friendly-looking man in an advanced uniform, CCO, emblazoned in a number of places on it, approaches your car and knocks on the driver's side window. Roll it down. Good evening. Nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if I could see your team membership card, please. Weren't these cards supposed to be voluntary? I'm sorry, I don't have one. Oh, that's no problem. We've got forms with us right here, and we're more than happy to sign you up. The man gestures to his colleague behind him, a young woman in a similar uniform. She clearly received the short end of the stick and is stuck with the paperwork. Yeah, I thought these cards weren't required. Well, strictly speaking they're not, but there's also loads of benefits of having them, and no reason to not get one. His smile fades a bit, and when he puts a hand to scratch the back of his neck for a moment, he leans over you, his presence now seeming a little intimidating. No thanks, not something I want right now. Almost instantly, the friendly demeanour is gone and his expression is one of stern disapproval. Well, obviously I can't make you sign up, but I would strongly recommend you do. And soon, we wouldn't want people to think you had anything to hide, would we? He takes a step back and gestures for you to drive on. You're sure you see him writing something down in your rearview mirror as you head home, somewhat more hurried than before. Clearly, Advance are very keen to everyone joining the team. An invitation worth ignoring. It's a Saturday, one of your few days off, and you've made the most of it. As late afternoon draws on, the invitation sits pinned to the fridge, staring accusingly at you. The Channel 1 Gala is a mandatory work event. Bozeman was very quick to tell you. Also, don't let you dare be late. Better go. Best start getting ready. You wonder if Sam will give you a lift. A drink or two might help with the enforced office socialising. Hopefully it won't be too bad. After all, you're pretty good at your job, right? Best start getting ready. You wonder if Sam will give you a lift. I'm just looking back on my voice. I don't like hearing myself. I never like hearing myself. Anyway, a national news night. You arrive on time, barely, at the Sylvanian, one of the oldest and grandest hotels in the capital. You're surprised to see a queue to get in, and quickly realise it's because people are getting searched at the door by some very military-looking personnel in smart attire. While you're waiting, you can't help but notice just how very opulent the building is, possibly the fanciest place you've been to in your life. You submit to being patted down and, with a sigh of relief, are let into the hotel. Once inside, you're directed to the Grand Ballroom, and following the signs, you marvel at the sheer scale of the place and the amount of armed security guards. When you finally arrive, a very severe-looking woman at the door asks for your name. I'm Alex Winston. She curtly checks her list before whispering something to the waiter beside her. You've made it just in time to be seated before dinner. Please follow a manual. Here's for your table. The waiter smiles at you and opens one of the great double doors, gesturing for you to enter. Immediately you can see why it's called the Grand Ballroom. You pause for a second to take it all in. Running out of breath. You feel a slight tap on your arm, and Emmanuel gestures for you to follow him. He seats you at a table in the central floor area with a decent view of the stage. Clearly you're in Bozeman's good books at the moment. You're sat with some colleagues you've seen around the Channel 1 offices before, but don't know that well. One of them informs you, far too excitedly, it's a very corporate evening of awards and speeches. At least the food should be good. Dinner is indeed lovely, and with the help of the no doubt very expensive wine, conversation flows easily enough. In fact, much to your surprise, you're actually presented with an award for Best Newcomer to the Channel 1 family. Well, this is unexpected. As you walk up to collect it, you recognise the presenter as Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey of Incisors fame. He thanked Advance for sponsoring this year's gala, before specifically thanking Prime Minister Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement for being in attendance tonight. As you take to the stage, you see the frontmost central table does indeed seat the Prime Ministers, as well as Bozeman, Meghan, and some other very well-to-do types that you don't recognise. That explains all the security. As you're handed the award, Dr. Atkinson Blimey asks if you'd like to say a few words. A little nervous. Make a joke. Most of the room breaks out into polite laughter, but you see that neither of the Prime Ministers cracks so much as a smile. And nor does Bozeman. He's too busy frantically flipping between examining Peter and Julia for a reaction and glaring daggers at you. Eventually they joined in the light applause as Adrian ushers you back to your seat. That may not have been the smartest move. Oh well. This is your finish. You're finishing up dinner. One of the other people at your table points behind you. As you turn, you see Bozeman walking briskly past with Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement in tow. You're pretty sure he was pointedly ignoring you. He seems to be introducing the Prime Ministers to a selection of people at different tables. Better them than you. You finish off the rest of the meal, listen to the last few speeches, and then head home. All in all, it was a surprisingly nice evening. You might actually look forward to the next one, providing Bozeman invites you to that one, of course. Aye, aye, aye. Game? Please? Thank you. Right, this is the best bit of the game. This whole bit is incredible. This is the best part. It's the best. Yeah. We'll just wait. What's happened? I've crashed. Best bit of the game. This whole bit is incredible. I'm pretty glitchy. I've just realised. Not sure why that is. I'll keep an eye on it. If I glitch again, I'll have a look at what I can do. Might have just been for that moment. I think I'm alright. Possibly. Yeah. I'll have a look. But, yeah. Anyway, on to the best bit. The best bits. Alright. Oh yes.
Notice the valves are heating up excessively due to the current heat wave. When they get too hot, the trip switch will blow, as you've seen. Once things have cooled down and the trip switch is back to normal, you can get the power back on. You should keep the fan pointed at the correct valve by aiming it up and down. The middle gauge when you're facing the screen will warn you, so keep an eye on it. Also, maintenance tells me that the fan power switch occasionally turns off for no good reason, so keep an ear open for that too. I'm sure you've already worked all this out, though, Alex. You're a rising star of this network, and we're all very proud
You've got
of you.
someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today.
Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. I think I've got an idea. Just give me a minute. Wait, no. Yeah, this is the one, isn't it? Display. Oh no, sorry, not this one. No, this is this one, yeah. How do I... Oh, whatever. Sorry, I was going to try something, but I can't actually remember how to do it, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'll just continue.
Not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line.
Disrupt.
Keep guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Hold on.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust
Don't worry about why I didn't put anything in this
punitive
one. I know why, but...
now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time
They're
ago,
like, they're exactly
Prime
the
Minister
same.
Julia Salisbury
Like...
issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The regrettable decision taken by the World Council this morning have left the citizens of this country isolated and fearful. But Advance have prepared for this day. Our stockpiles are large, our wealth is unfathomable, and we will defend our citizens with every last breath from this latest brutal and calculated act of war. We are with you, one team. Indivisible and strong. Thank you.
Ailing business. Wannabe beer magnate Johnny Handsleeves seems to have fallen on hard times as his brewery venture folds. It seems Johnny wasn't cut out for the brewing business, as poor sales forced him to close his doors. And if this exclusive image is anything to go by, he hasn't been handling it well. Pictured here on day 4 of his nationwide tour, where he's vowing to deck the doubters, the failed entrepreneur is making his way from pub to pub, thumping anyone who dares call his brew too hoppy. In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today.
It looks pretty
with the
banged up.
announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, Lucky winners from across the country
This guy's rocking it.
will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ
With
are
a-
describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Hard pill to swallow. Throngs of men take the streets in response to the release of new pharmaceutical responsibility. Remington's Fifth's revolutionary male contraceptive pill first hit our shelves earlier this month, and as a result, scores of men have been queuing around the block and around the clock ever since. Emergency departments across the developed world have seen waiting times skyrocket over the last several weeks, as men have been on the pill experienced side effects in greater numbers than expected. With some pointing the finger squarely at the manufacturing giant, a spokesman was swift to point out that they just don't care. Talking things through, a momentous subterranean summit today, as the imprisoned intellectuals of Dante's Taint met in what was hailed as a breakthrough for tensions in the tunnels. With no help from the surface forthcoming to maintain the separate factions, the two leaders were forced to meet in order to resolve the dispute once and for all. Photos transmitted to the surface captured the surprising moment that the old rivals met face to face once more. Unfortunately, it seems the pair weren't able to forgive or forget, as reportedly Ingrid is still unhappy with David's standards of statistical significance, while David is angry that Ingrid mispronounced his name. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protest, resulting in multiple arrests
people to know the
and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers.
Recognise the movement.
Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt, and what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of
Want
course.
freedom, goddammit.
All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Beyond Football Championship.
I thought that was
and
sarcastic.
a proud owner. That's all up on tonight's
National Nightly News. Right, hold on. I need to bring the keyboard closer. There we go. Oh shit. Na, na, na. Oh shit.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what
Megan?
the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm
Oh.
here with Dr. Anna Burns of the University of Princeton. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with
Right.
atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote.
I don't know why it always switches off this thing. A little switch for the fan.
That, as expected, everything is absolutely
Shit.
fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, "Why, God, why?"
We should be celebrating these wonderful
Why,
results,
God,
I
why?
think.
We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says shit.
You. It's meant to be a
Shit,
celebration.
shit.
You can't go around looking like that.
That's
There
right.
you go, much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is
It's
running
running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Oh,
Enjoy
oops.
that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
One
There you
opinion.
have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold
Was that
team
same guy?
membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
That's
And all
alright.
we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
Dredge the gut.
Absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
Sounds
So,
fun.
can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing birds.
Oh, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh,
Oh, well,
how unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Or would you like to hear one?
No, thank you.
Contents of
Gary,
his down-
when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Oh, oh,
Are you all right?
yes, it's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Today on the show there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple clues. Yeah.
This bigot is my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
Well, if it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
take a can.
The national news lost its
I
way
like it.
when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick
He's going
Bannon,
crazy.
who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry
I
Love,
just heard a fart.
you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the sting?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You tell that, look at him, proud as punch. Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? I don't, living in the shadow of Arseminster, those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
So what, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built Flard factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Oh shit! What the hell?
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's the sickness like?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably a few valves on the high street.
On the high street? Did I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a lot of inhibition.
Cough, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, this stinking old tramp?
Next is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
That's not really a problem, never sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon. He's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That'll be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon.
My God.
Feel the Bannon. Oh man.
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
No, Dottie. Was that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here in Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Baron. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest.
Oh, okay.
Request some censorship if it goes too off-topic. You've done a great job so far keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
And I can't do this anymore.
Whoa.
I say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mind
What?
is still...
Where could I possibly have got that from? That wasn't there before. Something's telling me I should put this in the second ad break, which I'm going to. Don't worry about why.
That's what I'm talking about?
Well, you'll see in a second.
We should be doing an interview with the War Minister.
This is the best
or a report from Grenfell
moment in
Town.
gaming
Even
ever.
the weather will be more fucking
I'm telling
relevant
you.
than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't
You
do
sure
this
about
anymore,
that?
Jim. I've had enough. That's it. This is
Doesn't
just
look
10
very hot.
seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5? 5, 4, 3.
I didn't see
Welcome
the
back
Remington's
to
fifth
the National
episode,
Night
but
in News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the Territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe.
Fascinating.
Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace. We're whispered about on buses and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting.
politely. Oh.
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that
Hardcore.
Therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started people with ailments deemed
Fair
broadly
enough.
comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person comes to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
I'm not bleeping that.
Wait, Frankie, Rose, tell us.
Not bleeping
how
that.
can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
The team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun. Steady on!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later,
Oh!
I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin.
Oh! Oh shit!
Hand it up once! Enough!
What? What? Let's go!
What are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
Alex,
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. Now, you in the broadcast centre, Bozeman's will stay free. You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football.
Oh shit!
We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I'm not. I don't think I have to bleep it.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Good. Right. Yes. You in the broadcast centre. Alex.
Hello.
Listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial.
I've loaded up the
Today's gonna be
commercial.
a little bit different.
It's there.
Look to your right.
There's nothing there. Because
Look
I've put
to
it
your
in
right.
there.
There is a VHS tape.
No, there's
I
not.
want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not
He's got a
before,
gun.
You play. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now.
He doesn't do have a gun.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station
Oh, I'm
is
playing the
affiliated
tape.
with terrorists.
I'm playing the tape.
Yourself clear. You seem to know what to do.
I'm playing the
What
tape.
comes out of this studio is either one-sided, or for now, we're going to show the other side for it. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape.
Tape.
I don't want to hurt you. If I see anything I don't like, I will...
Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that.
I don't care, Bozeman.
Reset the system for the third
You've seen our symbols on your
I imagine
walls.
the ratings are going to be through the roof.
You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the Resistance. It's time you knew the truth. You know Advance are lying to you. You know the elderly are not a burden.
Yeah.
You know the rich were not all evil.
Well.
And you know the team membership card is an
Most
ID
of them.
card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
It's Alan James.
My name is Alan James.
Hello.
I used to try and shock people for a living. For entertainment.
It's Alex Jones. Alex Jones
Now
is
we live
the,
in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked.
is the hero in this story.
Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labours. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns. But you don't have to accept it. A great many people already won't. You can resist. You can disrupt. Find us. Talk with us. Join us. It isn't hard. We're everywhere.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected.
It's gotten deep.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off. It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long, Jenny?
We're already live.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Joining me, unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him
CCO.
that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Yeah, you get it right, man.
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good. It's not about confrontation.
God.
anymore. The force had its fair
It's
share.
gone
of
so
conflicts.
dark.
The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
Don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
That's perfectly understandable. You'd want to do this. Jenny. Why did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
It was the news everyone trusted. Is. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
There's a great big Alan James sized elephant in the room. You seem
Yeah,
to
Alan
avoid.
James. What the fuck?
Saw your face when that kid came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there. I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously. Alan fucking James. You're flushing your life down.
I don't have to censor anything. I can just let's just
I love you,
lay back
Jeremy.
in the office.
He's a good speaker. He's popular in the country.
All right.
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression,
Not believing
and the
that.
news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? I'm fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy?
No.
Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you. Let me help you. You read these cards and my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
By eating
Do
them.
you want my help,
Yes,
Andy?
yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the
Eat the
fucking
news.
Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Eat the news.
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
We will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can put the card down.
He's gonna eat it.
You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. You're nearly done. You're nearly done. All cameras on me. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again. If you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. He's even got the little gloves.
I want to see him.
That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless. I was gonna
Fair enough.
take a holiday, try something else, out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried.
Well, depends.
I loved them. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
Oh
I
shit!
tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Please, we can't show you. Cut to the ads.
My name's Jerry
Now!
Donaldson.
Do it now!
If you can, somehow.
I'll do it. Ugh. I'll do it just because I don't want him to die. Sorry. Jesus Christ. That was kind of stressful. A+ though. A+. Live suicide. Current wealth, money not a concern. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? Well, what was that then? Jesus. Oh. Next. God. Yeah, Advance don't like me anymore, I don't blame them. Just... Look, they're not the greatest of people. Alan James, he's a bit of a... He's not the best man for the job, but I mean... I'd rather hate someone fighting the government than the government. Alright. Next one. Not sure when I'll be going. I might do one more, I might do another one. Not sure. We'll see. Alright, let's go. Alex, cut to the ads. You see, now I've done that, he's not dead, right? Because I've cut to the ads. Yeah. I think so, anyway. I think. Hopefully. Hopefully it's... Yeah. A tape to remember. Anyway, back to the reading bits. A tape to remember. You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. Yeah. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa between Sam and Susie. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night. After Jeremy, everything that happened, Sam shakes her head. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay? Lock him up. It's probably correct. Sam looks to the kids and back to you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing, and I couldn't help but wonder why. Seemed like the right thing to do. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt to bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere. No one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about this stuff, how it affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, which as we know is very little of you, I think you just made things worse. Sam sighs and stands up, heading to the kitchen. Though I'm sure it can't have been easy, I just wish you'd thought about what you were doing. Typical of Sam to make this about them. Indeed. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure what you fully processed, what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You look to your daughter. I know this is an incredibly difficult thing, and we don't always agree, but I do think you made the right choice. Susie smiles at you. You had to play it, there was just no other option. Put an arm around her and give her an affectionate squeeze. It's nice of you at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You were never going to please everyone. Holy shite. Alright. You got off some work early today. A rare enough occurrence to put a spring in your step. As you close the front door, you can hear excited conversation bubbling from the kitchen. Clearly someone's popped round for a cuppa on Sam's Friday off. Hopefully there are still some biscuits left. As you enter the kitchen, you see Sam and Susie enthusiastically discussing something. Your daughter's still in her scrubs, having clearly come straight from work. I got the posting I was hoping for, she gushes. I'll be doing my placement at the new transition centre. Really helping people like Grandma. Transition centre? Why would you want to work at one of those horrible places? Exactly. They're awful. Because I want to help people. People that are suffering. I don't want anyone else to have to go through what Grandma did, or what we did. Susie and Sam share a knowing but pained smile. Hardly surprising you don't get that though. Ouch. I want to go back to my office. Please. Thank you. Living in paradise. Do 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 do. Paradise, ever since you brought the song. The food is free. Alright, next. A 20-week war.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here. Hope all's well with the family. Just a heads up.
Not great.
Makers at Disrupt who attempt to hack the channel during the broadcast. So keep an eye
I'm
on
joining
the
them.
screen and stay out of the orange. Let's keep the news on the air. It's important.
This is another good one.
Some pensions while they try and fashion a nutritious meal out of a can of condensed milk, and some rhubarb.
So, Julia's team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
Well, what does that mean?
It means to do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. Politics in general.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
It's over to Patrick Bannon for all the day's sports board highlights, including all the tabletop action.
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. Each time a speech or something tonight. They'll get on the link.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like them, you know.
Which tells the cautionary tale
How
of
are
one
you?
brave young lady's battles to survive the cruel administrations of our neighbours.
It
At
is what it
11:25, it's in sizes.
It
And
is what it
tonight, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Bliney will be getting his teeth into Fiona from Handel Vanderbilt, who's
10 seconds, everybody.
on the humble biscuit. And that takes us, after the weather and public information,
Going in 5,
to our close down.
4,
But first
3.
tonight, it's time to join Megan and the team for the National Night.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines
140th.
tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make
Beep.
ever more demands on
Beep.
our armed services, those numbers will, tragically, only continue to rise. Don't starve. Advance's food programme moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with
I don't
increasing
know.
regularity.
That one. Well, that one.
However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to
I'm
allow
gonna blame the
those with
government, I guess.
long-term health conditions to access
Advance.
transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain, it can come as no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight.
I'll go for
While
3.
applications are still open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankipool Community Cohesion
Alan
Team
James.
described the event as mostly peaceful.
Mostly
But it
peaceful.
looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally tonight,
Mostly.
our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson. The presenter will be
He's not dead.
transferred to new lodgings at Pentonbridge Prison, while the
He's
lengthy
not dead.
preparations for his trial, which is still 18 months away, begin. Since being taken into custody 10 weeks ago in this very studio, little has been heard from our former colleague. Despite how things ended, we wish him the best, and will be sure to bring you all the details of that court case every night. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire. That's coming up on tonight's National
Nightly News.
I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lucy. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back.
Oh.
But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement,
Oopsie.
who's speaking to us from his home in Lancashire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old mum used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shit there. Shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new year?
Oh shit!
Today, I spoke to the people of Mankley Pool. And when I was finished, I stuck around. And I did something I would never have done in my old life. I listened. I listened to Jean, who told me that although she has financial security for her and her family for the first time in her life, she finds also for the first time that she can no longer sleep peacefully. I listened to Clive, who is preoccupied by the worry of being a burden on his children, and counting the days until they sit him down and tell him he is exactly that. I listened to Anna, who spends her lunchtimes in the school cafeteria eating alone, because she is the only girl in her class who isn't a go-getter.
Right.
They have never met, these three, and they are of different ages and social backgrounds, but they share a common experience. They share a nagging feeling that there is something deeply wrong in our utopia, and I share that feeling. And maybe you do too. In the days and weeks ahead, I will be speaking throughout the country, but you don't need to wait for me. Disruptor everywhere. Every bar, every street corner. Look for us and you will find us. You are not alone. And Advance are not the only.
We're all in it together! Oh, yeah.
I bleep nothing.
It doesn't seem
Oh!
Advance
Sorry.
to be going abroad when the rest of the country is grounded.
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced today that she'll be visiting Spenland during this year's winter break. Is that really an example of team spirit?
What? Did you know about this?
Oh, again?
Gail?
Nice.
Did you know about this?
Another one.
Jeremy Donaldson is to be put on trial. Let's all think about that for a moment. One of the nation's most respected and beloved truth seekers is to be put on trial. And for what? Waving a gun around he clearly had no intention of ever using. That Jeremy Donaldson had a very public is undeniable, but rather than law enforcement, wouldn't medical experts be the one to call? Of course, that was never going to happen. Jeremy Donaldson had a very public breakdown.
I don't know why I'm bleeping
because
that.
He simply
It's
couldn't
telling
take
me
what
to
Advance
bleep.
were doing anymore. He knew that the national nightly news was being transformed from a bastion of truth into a frivolous chat show. And like a mother watching her child fall under a predator's spell, he couldn't stand by and allow that to happen. He chose to stand up to Advance, and their response will be to destroy him. He will be discredited, shamed, tried and convicted. They will break him as an example to us all. But today, Disruptors named him an officer in absentia. We welcome him to our ranks. We are with you, Jeremy. You do not stand alone.
Way!
I used to really
What a
like
Chad.
you were a breath of fresh air.
Oh, not again.
I've been watching you, and you know what? You get more like him every day.
This is getting crazy.
I will take that as a compliment. Prime Minister, later on this evening, your co-leader Julia Salisbury is going to give a national address from Team...
Hold on a minute. Give me a second. Oh. Oh well, I'll just get my hair out of the way as it's getting very long. My hair's getting very long right now. I need to cut it at some point.
Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say?
Yes. Well, I imagine that there
Sorry,
will be
you
the
imagine?
usual... no, what I mean is...
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
I'm sure I did. But Julia and I have no secrets from each other. We don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old mum used to say, if you wanted to get a job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pubes. What else you got?
Sorry?
Only cards, what else? A little piece of my life do you want to rustle through? Get out, refill my last. Cha. Come on.
Cha.
Come on.
Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well,
Little
Gail
Sims.
tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely...
Sorry, Little C, that's what I meant, not Little Sims. That's an actual rapper.
Do you think the C stands for...
It stands for collaborative.
Stands for cunt. It might stand for cunt.
How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other.
Am I allowed to say the word
I've got
cunt?
Mrs.
I feel like I am.
and
It's just,
many
I'm not
a
sure if
fine
YouTube will...
single
Does YouTube allow the word cunt? Probably. I've just said it now, so...
So for a decent night's sleep, of course.
It doesn't matter.
Prime Minister, thank you for joining us. When we come back, it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a world premiere performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that.
Oh!
We'll be back after this.
Crazy Neil!
1 minute back, everybody.
And that is what happens when you wander from the car.
I don't think you knew that statement.
I don't think anyone's supposed to know. When you mentioned it, Bozeman's face turned a colour that I think you call...
Shut up, we got Crazy Neil to watch.
It's a sale! It's gonna go, go, go! Come on down! And pull a cracker! It'll go bang in your face! And you'll take whatever comes out! Yay! Christmas pineapple on a tree! Take 2 baubles! Take 3! We don't care how many baubles! Take a candle! Set fire to your Christmas tree! Set fire to your life! If you're thinking Christmas is a way off and the blockade is getting you down, stock might be low, but the prices are lower! We've even had to get crazy creative! And we've got specials on...
Oh yeah.
During the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
We got crazy Christmas dancing hats. We got crazy Christmas dancing hats and jumpers. If you're feeling hungry, don't feel down in the mouth. You can have a dog on a log. And remember, a dog isn't for life.
A dog on a
it's just
log.
for Christmas to eat. It's a crazy deal.
A crazy
Nails. We've
Nails.
got elves on trees. We've got trees on elves. If you want to know where the elf on the shelf is, we've got elves on elves. Spend all night ready for you to take home. We got naughty
Elves on
Christmas
elves.
nativities with naughty Christmas figurines. We got crazy Christmas num bums. We've got crazy Christmas big bums. It's the sickness that Crazy Neil used to say to me. Bang, bang, bang. She had to go, but I still love Christmas. Christmas without her is not the same. But I don't care, because I'm insane. Come on down to Crazy Neil's for your Christmas needs. Watch not included.
What did he say at the end?
So we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Meal, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album, Smashing the Chart Records, at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C! May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really
Quite
does
young
well.
and shit, but weird.
What's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water, then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album,
Yeah.
F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and
F my
magazines.
face together.
Overnight I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow. That must have been bizarre.
F my face together.
Not really, it was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jeanshort. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So, this newfound explosion into your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nice underwear, you know, for the paparazzi, but as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again?
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Ooh. Do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's...
Nah, shut up. We've got Advance to watch.
My friend let her 13-year-old son join the Go-Getters. He's occupied now.
Okay.
Busy, even. His room's never been tidier. But he keeps notebooks he won't let her read.
Right.
And sometimes she catches him staring at her. And last week, she found him searching through her papers. When confronted, he always had a plausible answer, a good answer. But somehow it's too good. Like it's been prepared in advance. Or possibly by them. We want to know what the news will no longer tell us. And when we find out, we will tell you. We will hack into your news broadcasts. We will defend your right to information. We will resist, and we will disrupt.
Brilliant.
Slapped me around the arse. I think things could have been different, you know, like better. But I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
What? What do you mean, buh?
Did you always want to do music? Well, ever since I was a little girl, I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I'd press record on my cassette, but then my dad would come in and tell me to turn it off and to go back upstairs and start practising again.
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah, which can be tough, and sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, make Quagler proud and you might just survive childbirth.
Well, you know what, despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
And on that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here.
Hold on a minute. I just got a message. Give me a minute. Oh, sorry, just reply. There we go. Sorry, I was just replying to something. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, right. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, I was a bit distracted. Okay, let's continue.
You know what? It's actually alright. And don't worry, All my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat.
Specific
to hear
type
this.
of
Whoa.
Yeah. Not a good one.
With an exclusive performance of her new track.
Oh.
This baby's gonna bring you home. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Force's favorite, the Queen of Teams, here to break in your blockades, Lil C.
Oh God. Oh, this is awful.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're cracking, only you can fill that crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here, but I got no agenda. Just want the TV, no dirty foreign member. Don't stop your morning drill, there's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country pride.
I can't do it in time.
Vehicles gotta come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pour me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight and love and diet. So what a Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy. I wanna see some action. So come and break my sanctions.
My ears.
I've been
Yeah.
this wild and free since
Not my sort of
mother
thing.
burdened me.
Is
She
it?
was only 53, but gave to save her family.
I know it's meant to be humour, but
There's no one
yeah.
judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, this breed is gonna bring you home. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pour me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what if Peter Clemens was gonna come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab
I don't want to
me
get to that
my
bit.
clothes and dump them there. I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
Oh Jesus Christ. I'm sorry for anyone who's just joined. What the hell? What am I witnessing? I understand who this is meant to be influencing. Well, not influencing exactly, but.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Lil C for doing that. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Yep. Alright. Next bit's pretty good, I think. If I remember correctly. I'll be stopping after this one, I think.
Thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it.
The news.
And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours, won't you?
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective on me. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my
I like how you can
such a sweetheart.
hear them
We
after.
both have the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together. Wow. And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm gonna start needing it.
A+, look at that. E to A+.
I hate to tell you need all 4 sound effects buttons for this next section. Try and pick the most appropriate sound effect for the actors' lines. They can't hear your choices, so they'll be assuming you're helping things along and not making them look ridiculous. Mind you, after the last section, you can't help us all. Try and do better.
No, not anymore.
Try and do better.
I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what. Just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds.
And watch camera. You can tell me which camera.
4, 3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys!
Actually, I've dropped the algebra. I go by Jeff DePlume now.
Jeff DePlume.
Yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this? Your wife.
Ah! Oh, God, no. No. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
And
Oh, for God's sake.
why did you?
Stupid joke.
What was your inspiration?
Stupid joke.
Well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand.
I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what Norm de Plume means, but it means something in Spanish, I think, or something. Can't actually remember.
You listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And get out.
Utter shite.
Let's give it up for the notice board.
Good morning, Miss Craven.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young lads.
So I got to make the sound
They've
effect for them.
vandalised my shop again.
No!
Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong
He's still going.
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock. See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Here it is.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she
Brenda.
got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
Norm the Plume.
Oh no! It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Ooh.
Clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
That's right. Matt is very right. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No doy.
So it wasn't you who vandalised my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Wow.
Speak up there. I thought
This is
for
so
a minute
stupid.
there that you said Brenda.
Purposely silly, but
Did you
it's so
hear
stupid.
that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
What? Oh shit. What? What the?
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we're receiving some breaking news.
Oh god.
We're picking
What
up
are we
reports
being
from across the
told?
continent of what appear to be what appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major
There's a
foreign
war!
cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into
The millions.
into the millions. I'm being told that we're experiencing some power fluctuations as a result, so apologies to any interruption to the broadcast for you at home. And now I am told that we are going live to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julius Salisbury at any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and
What
leaders of
the-
the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar
Cunts.
devices in 58 other urban centres.
Wow.
And will not hesitate to detonate them.
Oh, Advance, here we go.
Hesitate to detonate them.
We are hearing stories of power fluctuations and what could be minor earthquakes throughout the continent. Stand by.
Hello, Alan?
We've lost contact with our benefactors in Urkistan and Konoslava. While our equipment seems to be resetting,
Urkistan.
can we get this confirmed?
What's happening?
Can we get this verified? I need this verified.
They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed.
to know.
But
you have to know what's being done. What's being done?
Oh shit!
Our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed multiple acts of mass destruction in our name. Nor do I care how you voted. You didn't vote for this. None of us did. This can't be. We are waiting further news and, oh, God. What if they respond?
we'll expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight.
Oh!
Thank you.
You didn't hear any of that.
Okay, so there you have it. Advance making a brave move that looks likely to end the war in its 20th week. There's a lot to take in here, and I know you, like me, will be wondering if this is too much. If we've gone too far.
Oh wait, sorry.
But I'm thinking about their medicines, and the children with no food on their plates, and the body bags returning from the front line. And I ask myself if without some big, bold gesture it would ever stop, and I do not think it ever would. We elected Advance to make this country better for us all, and it was working. But then the rest of the world looked at us and they said this cannot be seen to succeed. And they brought their warships, and their tanks, and their planes just to make sure that we were instead seen to suffer. To make sure no one anywhere would ever attempt this again. So, to my mind, our government have taken the only path available to them. A difficult decision for our hearts to bear, but one that ultimately we can respect, because it is designed to keep us safe. And while this is unquestionably a dark night, it may indeed presage the dawn of a new future. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And
we're out.
Do you ever get the feeling that you're making history?
Pleasure Corp. Alright, so that was season 2. E, A+, and D. I got a grade C. Shite. Money, not a concern. In the 1% now, holy shit. I'm rich. Right. Alright, yeah, this is how it should be. Channel 1 still love me, that's good. Right, I'm going to stop there for today. Thank you everyone who joined. Thank you to all who have watched. We'll leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger there. I think. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's been 2 hours streaming, oh my god. Didn't feel like 2 hours. That did not feel like 2 hours at all. Wow. But thank you for everyone for watching. I shall return next Thursday, I think. I didn't do it last Thursday because I was busy doing something. I did the Thursday before that, so yeah. Thought I should do this every Thursday now. If that's okay. Yeah. But thank you all for watching. See you next time. See you next time indeed. Oh my 2 hours. Yeah. 2 hours of me playing a game. You've spent your life with me. Your 2 hours. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye everyone. Bye. Oh shit. Am I still streaming? Hold on. I shouldn't be streaming.